Alrighty, is that weirdly timed? But alright. Let's make sure the audio is going. Looks like it is. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the stream. You may notice things are a little bit different. I'm gonna get into that. But for now, I hope that you're all doing well. Hope everyone's having their own wonderful time of things. Bleh, words. And yeah, hope we're having a wonderful week thus far. I've got some things to explain. So, is my audio up high enough? It's a little low. I will worry about that later. So everything is a little experimental right now because I am not running the stream from Windows. I am running the stream from Linux. I've made my switch in totality question mark. Kind of. It's kind of a thing. So there's a few things. First off, better tracking. I have now acquired iPhone tracking because Linux doesn't like to play nice with the webcam tracking. Something about Proton, it doesn't like to play nice with outside hardware. And yeah, the webcam unfortunately falls into that. iPhones, however, do so wirelessly. They do so over a network connection, so it's all fine. It works absolutely fine. And yeah, I had to finally bite the bullet and get an iPhone. I still have my Android for daily driving, and I'd probably put that like open source too if I could. But nevertheless, we're here. The the tracking is gonna be a little glitchy, to say the least. It's gonna be a little glitchy. I've been working on it pretty much all of yesterday, and as well as a good portion of today. And you can see that it's already like a marked improvement. Like just the facial tracking alone is so much better. But it is still glitchy. So bear with me for the most part. If there's any really egregious stuff, let me know, of course. And hopefully it will all be good. Also, I didn't even say so, and I apologize for this. Hello, Grim. How you doing, bud? Hope everything's going good with you. So, next up, there are some tweaks to the overlay. Just little things, little quality of life things, both for myself and for, viewers. You can see over there on the... I don't think I've ever really given this a proper title. What are you called? I'm just going to say the announcement box. Over on the announcement box, there's been a little bit of an update to the look of the text, as well as just like little flavor text and whatnot. There's been an update to the intermission chat, as you can see, is more in line with the game chat, and it actually looks like it's being projected onto it because opacity is a wonderful thing. Also, you may be noticing in chat that it's not Buddy posting things, it's me. That's because Buddy has somehow locked himself out of the account. I don't know how, but he's locked himself out of the account. Not that he can't get back into it, but that he can only get into it in Windows. And he doesn't remember his password. So for now, I'm having him use mine. It is not a concession I'd like to make, but it is one we must. But nevertheless, know that it is Buddy that's posting these things. And yeah, there are still rough edges with this transition. There may be oddness with a few things. First off, the mic audio may sound a little bit different. That's because I can't actually run it through voice mod on Linux, and there is no real alternative. So you're getting the raw mic audio put through OBS filters. So if it sounds a little off for you, that's why. You can let me know if there's any like differences that really stand out to you that I could change, by all means. That does mean that if you hear noises in the background, that there's only so much I can do because I can't really put much noise cancellation on here. Hopefully I have enough and that doesn't become an issue. I feel like there was one more thing. Yes, the game audio and captures. So they should be fine. The emphasis here being should. Everything should be okay. Everything should work with that, and with StreamerBot. StreamerBot should work as well. The one thing that I know isn't working right now is the bonk redeem. So when Eli and Magenta come in, I will let them know of that. They'll probably be very upset by that, and yeah, I'm sure certain people will as well. But the bonk redeem is not currently working because I have to completely rewrite it in Waterdo, and I learned of this 2 minutes ago. So I have not had the time to go in and rework it. I thought I had the blueprint just copied over, and I thought, oh, I can just paste it in and it'll work. No, for some reason I can't. So I have to completely rewrite it, which won't take me long, but it's annoying that I have to do. The bits should work. The bit throw should work. The raid siren and raid lights should work. Everything should work normally, save for the bonk. And if there are any issues with how the game looks or how it sounds, let me know if I don't mention it myself, and we'll see about figuring it out. This is, like I said in the call to action, I guess, the media push, it's part test, because I have not streamed on Linux before. I just got the tracking going. We're trying this out. I want this to be the norm. So hopefully we can just get through it and make it the norm, and we can make it better. So, all that, yeah. How you guys liking the new tracking so far? It's way easier to follow what I'm saying, I think, because it's actually more indicative of how I'm moving my face. That does mean that at certain points you will definitely see my resting bitch face, because I have been seeing my resting bitch face as I've been trying the tracking. And it turns out, damn, Tori was onto something when she told me that forever ago. Yeah, I've got all new features. I can, like, puff up my cheeks. I can stick out my tongue. Yeah. It's weird being able to do these things, but it's so nice. It's so fun. This iPhone will never be used as a phone. It will be essentially a second webcam, and that webcam will be preserved for, like, when I actually have to use a webcam for something. Because I don't think I can just hook up well, I probably could hook up an iPhone and use it as webcam, but I don't think I want to. But yeah, hopefully that's all good. And yeah, without much further ado, let's go ahead and get into the game, shall we? Hope this one works. Hey, look at that, it did. Welcome back to the Vidgy game. We are here with our boy Cleebus. And what I'm thinking of for this, I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to go at Gwyn for like an hour, maybe 2. See what we can do against him. If we can get the parry timings down, what have you. And then we're going to go and finish off Centum, because I've been meaning to do so. If I didn't take Monday off to do the to work out the tech stuff, then I would have done Centum as well as another thing that I got coming, which isn't a terribly like crazy thing, but it is one of those games that I have been given a key for, and I'm interested to see what it's about. So hopefully we can indeed go do that. Ow. Okay. That's a bad start. One of the Black Knights just absolutely laying me out. Cool. Oh, fuck. Red alert, people. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Hey, Ghosty. How you doing, bud? Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds very comfy. How was the stream? Tell me all about it. Tell me if I'm right about the game. And to anyone who doesn't know who I am, hello. You're joining somewhat of a test stream. Also, I do realize my goggles are still a little bit see-through on the other part now. That's going to be something I have to take care of, because I have to chroma key things. But yes, for anyone who doesn't know who I am, this is a bit of a test stream, but all the same, my name is DJ. I'm a comfy engineer VTuber who does a little bit of everything from survivals to Souls-likes and everything in between. And right now, we are doing our best to go fight the final boss, Gwyn, at the end of our Dark Souls Soul Level 1 run. I spent a good 6 or 7 hours last time fighting the 4 kings and then Gwyn. Really just like an hour or so fighting the 4 kings and then fighting Gwyn. Man, I love Elden Ring. I'm kidding. I love Elden Ring too. Hell yeah. There's no kidding about that, George the Bowler Hat Spider. You are allowed to love Elden Ring here. It's like a productivity game. It's like to-do lists, the timer, and stuff like that. Oh, that does sound very comfy. Well, I hope that you had a fun time. Let us know all the productivity things that you were able to do. Liar. Yeah, it is. It's implying you were playing it instead of Dark Souls. Yeah, no, I got that. I just I just glazed over it somehow. Again, I'm kind of in testing mode, so my brain is kind of neither here nor there. But welcome all the same, George. And Ghosty, if you need to take a bit of a break after the stream and just like raid and run, totally understandable. Appreciate you bringing your people by and leaving them in our hopefully capable hands. And anyone else, if you need to do the same, totally understand. Get up, stretch your legs, get some water or something to eat, whatever it is you need to do. Yeah, I kind of fucked that one up. That's okay. We're going to fuck most of them up. But yeah, we'll be right here when you come back. Happy to explain any and all jokes I make, and thanks for the welcome. I appreciate you being here all the same. But yeah, we have some passes to make at Gwyn. I can't quite get my parry timings down. As I said, we spent like 5, 5.5 hours the last time just trying against him and failing, doing no better than any other attempt, really. Need to go rest after doing like 5 big chores, but I hope you can beat the end boss. Appreciate it, Ghosty. Appreciate you bringing your people by. Good luck with the rest. Get some good rest. Hope it is very restful. Whatever you do with rest, I'm not quite sure anymore. For anyone just joining with me. Okay, good. You can't hear the train too well. For anyone who's just joining with me, this is my first stream that I am making on Linux. I have just recently, somewhat recently, switched over to Pop OS. And, which by the way, if you are interested in doing so yourself, I have a lovely little video on the YouTube that is a very beginner-friendly guide to everything Linux. But I just made the switch myself and had to get certain things settled and squared away so I could actually make the transition, one of which being that I now have iPhone tracking. So if the tracking is weird at any point, then you can chalk it up to that. But also, if it's super weird, like really crazy, let me know, because I don't know. This is my first time tracking with an iPhone. I've been a webcam tracker all this time until then, which I'm proud of how much I was able to do with a webcam. I was able to do quite a lot. I'd still be on a webcam if not for the fact that webcam tracking doesn't play nice with Linux. But yes, so certain things about the overlay are a little broken. Certain things about the interaction are a little broken. Certain things about the tracking are a little broken. We're smoothing out the kinks. And as a reminder to anyone who was not here before, the bonk redeem is broken. So fair warning, if you're thinking like, hey, I wanna hit this dude with a bat, you might want to hold off on that until a time where you're actually able to do so. Okay, I want to lock onto him, back up a little, big swing, oh, damn, fast hit, had to be the fast hit. Want the big swing. Oh, come on. I heard I had to be right up on him to swing it. So I did look up a little something, and what people are saying is that you have to be essentially, like, within nose-touching distance of Gwyn to really parry and riposte him. So I was under the assumption that I was a good enough distance away. Also, I'm gonna And do this real quick. So I don't think this actually... No, it didn't. Can I put on the stream mode? There we go. For some strange reason, streamer mode did not automatically activate on Discord. I'm gonna chalk that up to a strange Linux thing. Might be a thing I have to keep an eye on, might have to just be a thing that I change a setting for. Who's to say? Yeah, I might be a little quiet during the stream as opposed to other streams, but I don't know. I don't know. I do notice that I'm only like just touching the red on the audio bars. So I might have to up my gain a touch. Or it might just be, you know, give myself a little more headroom for when I get loud. It's all gonna be a work in progress. But if you stick around the facility long enough, you'll realize everything is a work in progress around here. We are always progressing, always bettering ourselves. That's just what it is. But really, that's kind of just life. Constant improvement, constant change. And hopefully we do improve against Gwyn, because I am tired of losing to this man. So tired. How?
Warning. Coolant pressure
Okay,
low.
got that one. Hydration. Hey, Magenta. How you doing, bud? Hope you're doing well. We will hydrate as soon as we are able. That wasn't great. Okay, we're now able to hydrate. Hydration. It doesn't even really freak out with that, and that's something. Just woke up from nap? Hell yeah, that's the best way to be. That or just settling down for a nap. It's kind of a toss-up between the two. But yeah, I will repeat it for your sake, and I'll repeat it when Eli comes in too. Okay, that kind of explains it for me. I was going to say, just as you redeemed it, the bonk is not working. I have to completely rewrite it. I learned this 2 minutes before I streamed, or 2 minutes before stream went live. It's not a big thing to rewrite it, but it is a thing that I have to do. I was literally about to say it as you press the button, Eli. I'm sorry I couldn't get to you in time. It is one of like 5 things that is not currently working as it should. Most things are. Like, you should have heard the hydrate. Did everyone hear the hydrate? Disappointing. I know, I'm sorry. I can't promise everything will always work. I can only promise that we're going to do our best. That should be working by next stream, though. That's not a big thing. I do have to rewrite it, but it's just a matter of either remembering or like taking down what actions I had on the blueprint before and like copying them over or even finding them again. It's not the biggest thing in the world. Why is your character naked? Because we are soul level 1. And because that's just what happens. Smack. I didn't trust that, and I shouldn't have. Ah, damn it. Yeah, we are soul level 1. Honestly, I was wearing armor, and I kind of felt like the armor was getting in the way. I felt like the armor was kind of... like it wasn't... like it was making me take more damage somehow. Like whenever I took damage, instead of being like most of my health bar, it was just 1 hit. Like with no armor, somehow I still survive a hit. I have no explanation for this. Maybe it's a feature of the black leather set. I don't know. Little to no armor improves dodge rolls. Yeah. But I'm not even talking about dodge rolling. I'm talking about when I take a hit. With no armor, I can survive one at full health. With the thief set on, which is what I was using, I can't. I straight up can't. It is one hit KO. I have no explanation for you other than maybe the thief set like increases damage taken or something. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just, you know, terrible. And it was something that I was doing that was causing it. Who's to say? Who's to say? We'll go in here and see what we can get done against him. We've got a pretty damn strong weapon. We got our shield. Oh, come on, please. Thank you. Good. Sorry, Tori was just showing me a message that she sent to one of my sisters who is taking a bit of a out-of-country trip. Expressing our concern.
And our love.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Magenta.
Ow. Great. Established a long time ago, we are both horrible. Oh yeah, I'm terrible at this game. As you can see, that's about as good as we've done against Gwyn this entire time.
You got this, honey.
I don't, but thank you.
You do.
I don't, but thank you.
I believe.
You can also hear Tori a little more clearly with this, just because the noise cancellation isn't quite as good. So Tori can say hello without, you know, stooping over into the microphone now.
Yes, in case Magenta didn't hear me, hi. And yeah, I basically told his sister if if I don't hear back from her 4 days when they're supposed to get back, like after they're supposed to get back, I'm going to Interpol.
As you should.
It's okay. I love when Tori pops in. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we all love Tori. As we should.
Speaking of strong weapons, I now have a build in 76 with power armor that really can't die so long as I'm paying attention.
I gotta play some Fallout here.
It has a high deflection and reflection rate. Some enemies just kill themselves attacking me. And
As
robots tend to not be able to hurt me at all. They just heal me.
Nice. That's just good shit. I feel like I want to start, like I always sort of exist on a cycle with this one. Oh god. Okay, we're fine. I always exist on sort of a cycle with this one. I am back on the kick of wanting to find some sort of mod pack that will pretty up New Vegas enough to where I can stand the visuals to play it. Because, not to say that it's ugly, but it's definitely not pretty in this day and age. Okay. Why am I missing the input on the... I almost never miss the input, and I missed it twice tonight.
I'm distracting.
No, it's not you.
Plus, I'm using heavy
It's
weapons.
me. Something about me.
Plus, I'm using heavy weapons, and this build increases the damage per hit on the same enemy.
As you
It's
should.
Insane, and I just got a new gat laser?
At some point, we're gonna do the 76 stuff again, but I just don't know when.
Also, your tracking is being very good.
Thank
It's
you,
not
baby.
being sexist.
Yeah, that is very true. I always used to joke about Waddledo and VSF being sexist because anytime Tori would put her face in the shot, it would start tracking her instead of me. And with her standing and like head right behind me, it will still track me.
It knows your face.
So it turns out iPhones can indeed differentiate and are not sexist, which is weird to say about Apple. But oh well. Some mod packs that do improve the visuals for New Vegas. I know, I've seen a few of them, but what I've found is usually not up to whatever standard I have. And I love you, Bibi. I know that Oxhorn uses what's essentially Vanilla Plus and looks really good. Yeah, Vanilla Plus is one of the ones that I want to look into. I have no idea if I can use Wabbajack on Linux. I don't think I can. Unless I, like, run it through Wine or something. But then I have to run Fallout through Wine in general, so I might just have to look up how to go about modding Bethesda games in general on Linux. But I think it's a worthwhile pursuit. Okay, got that one at least. Smack. Oh, he had to do the fast one. Nope. I did actually do the parry on that one, but I just wasn't close enough. Talk to Nate's been doing that for a bit. I'm gonna try and find my answers. It's not that I don't appreciate Nate's help, I very much do. But I'm also an independent sort that likes to find the answers on my own. I don't want to, like, hang on to people's words, be like, hey, help me, I can't do this thing. I'm usually the type that's like, I've got an issue, how do I solve it? Let's go find the answer. And only when I have exhausted my search for an answer will I be like, okay, I need help. I call it independence. Some people might call it stubbornness. And you know what? We'd both be right. You know, Nate wouldn't mind. I know he wouldn't mind. Don't make me reach out to him for you. If I don't find an answer on my own, I will ask him. But I do want to attempt to find an answer on my own. Because for all I know, it could be a simple search away. It could be simple, like, first Reddit thread I see is like, oh yeah, just do this thing. And be like, oh, okay, and I do that thing and it works. It could be something so simple as that. Stubbornness like Magenta's maiden name. Stuff. I wouldn't know. But let's go with that. Let's go with that. Alright. Gwyn. Please. At some point, I have to kill you. It has to happen, my guy. I don't think I can backstab Gwyn either. Smack. Ooh, somehow got that one. That was a fast one, too. I'm surprised. Not surprised that I completely fucked that one. Fuck, he had to do the slow one. Ah. I'm not stubborn, I'm independent. There you go. Use my words against the others. Oh. Do I dare to just do parries? No, like... no jumping heavies in between. I feel like I do the first jumping heavy, and then anything after, I don't even go for it. Because the first jumping heavy, if I get that parry, that'll give me a stagger. Like, pretty reliably. And I feel like I do want that stagger. I also like how I was talking all this shit about Gwyn. Like, he's not going to be so bad. Like, he's not going to be easy, but he's not going to be bad. And then here I am 6 hours of attempts later. Still trying to get him. Independent till I can't reach stuff on the top shelf. It's weird to me that I'm the person in the relationship of, like, I'm reaching things on the top shelf. I was like, I'm not particularly tall. Ow. Cool. We'll enter. We'll drink. 5'3". See, I am still taller than that. I am 5'7". I shouldn't have swung on that one. Damn it. If I hadn't swung, I would have had a little touch to just parry. Yeah, I should not be doing the heavies anymore. I should just be doing the parries. So let's just do the parries. Good nut button. And yes, it does look like the streamer bot audio is working. So you should be able to hear any of the audio cues that you redeem. It's just the bonk that's not working right now. I don't know if the bits are working. I think they are, but there's a very good chance that they're not. Because from what I saw, like a glance over the blueprint, don't have bits to test. I'm not asking you to, but I'm just saying, like, if anyone has that in mind. Like, I think it should be working. From what I glanced over with the blueprint, it seems like it should work. But I don't know. For all I know, it could be just as broken as the bonk. So if anyone's planning on throwing things at me, you do so at your own risk. It's an entirely possible chance that nothing will be thrown. And if in fact no one tries it, then I probably will just test it myself when I go to fix the bonk redeem. So the bits are literally pennies? Yes. I think they cost a little more to buy, but to the streamer, yes, 1 bit is 1 penny. 100 bits to $1. Nice. Okay, that was not nice. That should have parried. Okay. I feel like we stay up in his face. Have our finger on the trigger. If I can... The problem is, the fast one, I have to react immediately. And the slow one, if I react immediately, I'm fucked. But I can always try to block. The block won't take much damage away from... Well, it won't take all the damage away from me, but it'll take a little bit, I think. Maybe if I keep it blocked, if I keep my block held up until the first swing. If it's a slow swing, I should be able to parry it. If it's fast swing, I'll block the first swing and be able to parry the second. I think that might be a good idea. Let's try that. No more heavies. We're just doing parry and riposte. And if I can get rid of Gwyn, I will be so happy. So happy, you don't even know. And oh no, I lied. I'm sorry. I lied. It wasn't supposed to be Centum today. It was supposed to be Salt and Sanctuary. I just realized that. Problem is, I had those ideas floating around in my head together. Of like, we could do either one. But I suppose we can just gauge interest after this, whether we want to do Centum or Salt and Sanctuary. We just gauge interest. That way the people get what they want. Okay, we block. Somehow that didn't work. Cool. Great. Fantastic. Salt and Sanctuary, says Eli. Yes. Well, we know what your vote is then. The block then parry doesn't seem to be great. I might have to just eyeball that timing. Or I might just have to, like, choose on the fly. I don't know. If I choose on the fly, I feel like that'll get me even worse. Like, even worse results than just trying to parry it, whichever it is. I do remember hearing something about looking at his left hand. Maybe that's what I should be doing. Is like if I don't see his left hand move and I see the fire come up, I immediately parry. If I see his left hand move, I wait. I don't know. I'm throwing whatever I can at the wall and seeing what sticks. There has to be something here. There has to be something. Yeah, if anyone in chat, whether now or after we're done with our tries against Gwyn, wants to put in your votes either for Salt and Sanctuary or for Centum, then by all means. If you're wondering what's what, Centum is the Serenity Forge game that I got in the code for. That is the point-and-click game with all the weird dudes. And Salt and Sanctuary is a 2D Souls-like that I'm growing rather fond of because I played some Salt and Sacrifice. Okay, I am watching his left hand now. That might help. Oh, damn. That was me. That was me being bad. That was me having terrible timing. I feel like watching his left hand is the way to go. Because if I see his left hand, like, twitch, I know to hold off. Problem is, I got anxious on that second, or the third one, rather. And I was like, oh, God, he's going to go for a fast strike on me. He didn't. He didn't. He knew. He was in my head. Yes, if anyone else wants to put in their votes on whether we do Centum or Salt and Sanctuary after Dark Souls, and by all means, you can go ahead now, or you can do so after we finish Dark Souls. Or you can do both. I'm not your dad, I can't tell you. Because if we start Salt and Sanctuary, we may go longer, just by the factor that we're starting it. If we do Centum, we'll probably go until we finish the game, and that may not be a whole lot of time. So if you want a longer stream, you should probably vote Salt and Sanctuary. And it's not like we're never going to finish Centum. If we don't do Centum tonight, we will do it on Monday. And if we don't do Salt and Sanctuary tonight, we'll do it next week on Tuesday. Probably after more Gwyn tries, but hopefully not. Hopefully we just go straight into it. Because I'm tired of doing these streams where I've got to, like, try against a boss for the first hour. I was tired of them with Aigong. I was tired of them with Radahn. I was tired of them with Malenia. Okay. Keep an eye on his left hand. That was... Well, I kept an eye on his left hand. The problem is it was harder to see when it was around my throat. Bit of an issue. Oh, God. Hello. Calm down. Everybody just relax. Everything on my desk just shifted. God, this would be so much better if not for the run back. So much ground to cover. Earthquake? No. No, just me. Just me, like, scooching my keyboard over. Please? Hello? Just me scooching my keyboard over. In case my microphone arm wants to hit the escape key in the middle of nothingness, which it has done before. And not realizing how close it was to the box and stand that are currently serving to hold the iPhone. Just having everything shift. I'm like, no. That's not the plan. Plan is just keyboard. It's gonna say, please be careful. We don't really have earthquakes around here. It's not really an issue around here. Around here, the main things are like severe thunderstorms, some tornadoes, not so often with hurricanes, but it's not unheard of. Hello? What? Who let him do that? Man killed me through the fog gate. I feel like I'm playing Dark Souls 2 now. Good question, baby. Anyone who didn't hear her, she said, how can they kill you through the fog gate? Just get heat and dust storms. Oh, we get heat too. Not as bad as you guys do there, but we get heat too. Heat, flood warnings, tornadoes every so often, severe thunderstorms definitely. Those are the big ones. Thunderstorms, floods, and heat. Once in a blue moon, it may snow. I think I've seen snow all of 3 times since I moved down here. And that has been how long? Like 10 years. Well, yeah, that's one of the 3. Tori mentioned that we saw snow this past winter. And yes, that is one of the 3. And I was working through one of the 3 too. The snow never really bothers me. The thing that bothers me around here is just that it will get very cold, but it won't snow. There's no point to having 22-degree weather at any point without snow. Give me the snow. Roll away just in case he gets a bright idea again. We'll get snow up in the mountains. If only we got snow up in the mountains here. Okay. Okay, got the backswing on him. We're good. Okay. We're fine. Okay, still fine. Damn it. Because I panicked and back-rolled instead of just going through it. Need to commit. I have to commit to the bit. That was good, though. I felt better about that one. I felt better. I felt like there was more I could do. And that's the first time that I've felt that since starting the fight against Gwyn this time around. Like, under normal circumstances, he's no problem. The soul level 1 run, though, oh, he's suddenly a problem. Seeing as I can get essentially one shot by him at any moment. And the stamina doesn't really become an issue until I'm out. And I'll only really get out if he's really not responding to the parries. It's not like I feel like I have low stamina. I feel like I have plenty of stamina, but it's just easy to squander. Let's put it that way. Very easy to squander the stamina. Oh, that was bullshit, you know it. Fucking spear asshole. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. What are we looking at right now? Oh, it's It's been about, I'd say it's been about 40 minutes or so. I'd say it's been about half an hour. We were talking for a little bit at the start of stream. So I'll say it's been half an hour. Because I looked up and it's like 10 o'clock. That doesn't sound right. I don't think I've been going that long. I'll say we'll give it another half hour's worth. And if I feel like I'm getting somewhere, then we'll see about continuing. And if I don't, we'll hop off and, well, not hop off, but we'll hop over and see which one we're playing. Is there a cop on a bullhorn out front thinking he's trying to remove someone who shouldn't be here in our complex? Best of luck to you, bud. Stay safe. You and Magenta. That shit's no joke. You two keep out of harm's way. Oh, now my phone is buzzing about things. The phone can wait. The wind cannot. Okay, remember. Stop running right before he reaches you, so you can roll. That works. Roll. Just in case. Okay. Fine. We're good. Keep near him. Good. We need to target Estes. Oh. He did 2 slows. He had to do 2 slows. And I just mistimed everything. On the bright side, if he does a slow after I heal, I am able to parry him. Got a bat near the door, and I am security camera. I'm guessing just... And a security camera for deterrence, plus this isn't going to let anything happen to us. No. I know he won't. But that's why I'm saying both of you need to stay safe. It's very easy to get yourself put in harm's way when defending another. And we'll leap over this. Roll gracefully to the ground. Cleebus is nothing if not graceful. Look at this man. You think he is anything but grace incarnate? English is hard, it is. It's 6 languages in a trench coat. I was actually just mentioning with Tori because we do Duolingo to try and learn languages. Because I know it's not the best for learning languages, but still. Like, she's trying to learn Spanish and I'm trying to learn Italian. And it's like, you know, it's really easy to forget considering the, like, premier languages that we all think of and learn in school are, like, Spanish, French, Italian. It's easy to forget that, like, English is not a Latin language like them, and that the closest language to English is German. Now he's typing on a computer during a stream. How does that feel, by the way? I did hear about that situation. Hope you're having fun with it. Okay, parried him. Good. I figured he was going to jump, and he didn't. It's okay. We're fine. Okay, that works. Don't know how it worked, but it worked. No, come on. Oh, what? How did I not roll out of the way of that? Oh, that's good, though. We got him below half health. That's the first time we've done that. Oh, I nailed what? 4 parries in a row on that? 3 or 4? I feel better about myself now. Love it. Gives me more room on my desk for when I'm writing down notes. Hell yeah. Love to hear it. And I hear the first thing when you got the computer was loading up Fallout 76, yeah? Got you hardcore addicted. I still laugh anytime Tori says that I got her addicted to Genshin. Because I never played too much Genshin. I think I like introduced the idea to her. And now she plays Genshin pretty much every day on her phone, no less. Which I still don't get. Like, yeah, it is decently optimized for a phone. But I can't imagine playing it on anything but a keyboard and mouse. Or maybe a controller. Can't imagine doing it on a phone screen. Like, she claimed I got her into it, and now she is probably 3 times better than I am. I have Tim's gaming PC now, but I actually just got a desktop too. Hell yeah. That's the ways to do it. Okay. Okay. Got him on that one. Drink. Oh, I should have parried that one. I feel like I was cheated out of that. I feel like my shield connected probably like frames before the attack connected. Mere frames. This is the part where I would get a buckler if not for the fact that the Grass Crest shield is still boosting my my regen stamina. And I kind of need that regen. Random question, but do you like baseball? I'm not the biggest fan. I like baseball for much the same reason that most Michiganders like baseball, because we're proud of the Tigers. But I don't really follow it, honestly. The great American pastime is a little dull for me. Not gonna lie to you. I get the people enjoy it, but each their own. Yeah, going around the right side of him is not my favorite, but I didn't feel comfortable with how much space I had on the left. What sports are you into? I'm not really into too many sports. There are sports that I support certain teams in. Just, again, by the virtue of where I'm from. Like, I'm not too into football, but I will support the Lions, because that's a commitment. That's a commitment for any Michigander. You don't do it because they win. You do it because you want them to. Despite everything. It's not a whole lot of sports that I'm into. Oh, damn it. Did it too late. Or too early, rather. Not too late. Too early. Yeah, it's not a whole lot of sports stuff I'm into. It's mainly just every so often, like a sport will be on a TV somewhere, and I'll just like casually watch it a bit. Just because, like, why not? Sometimes it's fun to see. I'm not going to go out of my way for it, but sometimes it's fun to see. Like, if we're out to dinner somewhere and, like, Tori and her mom are, like, talking about something, and I don't really think that I'm included in the conversation, and someone's got football playing on a TV somewhere, and she's like, I'll casually just look over it and tune out for a second. I was like, I'm not part of this conversation, so let me find something to preoccupy myself. And then they'll ask me something and be like, what? Sorry, I totally wasn't listening. Dodgers fan, but also grew up in LA, so I was always around Dodgers games. Understandable. You gotta support your home team. It's the rule. That's what I'm saying about being a Lions fan. You're not a Lions fan because you think they're gonna win. You're a Lions fan because that's your team. And you're not gonna be some sort of turncoat. Come on, I just need one huge combo on this boy. Come on. I believe. Oh, fuck. Damn it. It swung over my head with the second one, and I just fucked up all the timings. Still, not bad. That was 3 in a row. Dodger Dogs are the best hot dogs you'll ever have. Plus, the first double date was at the Dodgers game with his sister and her boyfriend. Oh, nice. Always gotta love little things like that. I will say, though, despite the fact that baseball hot dogs are like $12 a pop, you are not going to find better hot dogs. There's something about a stadium hot dog that it just hits. And some racetracks will have that too. I've been to a couple of racetracks with my dad because my dad's huge into racing. And you get a hot dog from a racetrack, no. It hits the same. They must have like the same supplier or something. I do remember though, it's like an old memory. I was 18, I want to say. We were living in Battle Creek, Michigan. And my dad, he was doing his work, and like he had some buddy of his come in to his work with like a huge bag of frozen hot dogs. Just an enormous bag of hot dog. And I don't know what it was about these hot dogs. It was like a big ass bag of like 50 hot dogs. I don't know where he got it. He didn't have to pay for it. His buddy was just like, I have this. Here, you have this. And it was those very same kind of stadium hot dogs. And we had those pretty much every day for like a couple of weeks. Damn it. Had to grab me. Grew up with NASCAR, especially with my dad. Oh yeah, I grew up in NASCAR. I grew up with drag racing, a lot of drag racing. Because I lived as a kid not too far from Milan International Dragway or Raceway or something. I don't remember what the name of the place is, but there is a drag strip in Milan, Michigan that is quite well known. Just in like the professional drag racing circuit. We always meant to go, but just, you know, things didn't turn out. But we did end up going to a few drag races to, like, other places. I know where that's at. Hell yeah. So lots of memories surrounding, like, racing of multiple kinds. There was even a time where my dad, because he's just a huge car nut, not to mention the racing, he wanted to, like, he was saying something about his job sponsoring a car. Like, I think it was a stock car. And him, like, buying a car and, like, sponsoring it himself. And, like, having his own, like, little racing team. And so I think that year for Christmas, I had him a custom hat made. With, like, a logo that I designed of, like, our last name, Racing. So I'm not going to tell you what it is. Come on. And to this day, oh, damn it. Yeah, there's nothing for that. To this day, he still has it posted up somewhere, and he refuses to wear it. Despite the fact that I got it for him to wear. He refuses to wear it, sits it on a shelf because he doesn't want to get it dirty. Vincenzo's uncle, ironically named Tin, was a NASCAR racer? Hell yeah. Never had much dealing in the NASCAR scene. My dad would talk about, like, when I was a baby, he took me to meet a NASCAR driver by the name of Sterling Marlin. And I think years later, when I was actually in high school, they had something going on at, like, a local place. And though he wasn't there, his car was there, like, in the parking lot. Like, his race car, not, like, you know, his vehicle. But, like, they'd just taken it off of a trailer and just, like, set it in the parking lot as, like, a promotional thing. Can't remember meeting the man for the life of me, but, you know, I'm sure he was alright. Based on absolutely nothing, I'm sure it was alright. I don't know if he's still alive. I'm gonna be honest. I would think he is, but I don't know. Alright, let's get in here. I feel like we have the way. We simply need to execute. That's the key. Damn it. Something about when I'm able to get control again after that swing. It's just such a strange timing. Just soon enough that if I immediately act, I'm screwed. I need to, like, wait a beat and then perform an action, whether it's rolling, whether it's parrying, what have you. And yeah, we're getting close to it. I'm gonna give it a few more tries. And then we'll see what we're gonna be playing. Because I'm not sure yet. I know I kind of said one thing and then said another. Like I said, it's because both were on the radar. Both were sort of, like, considered. And I guess I just got some wires crossed in my brain. It's been a long everything, honestly. And I've got an early morning. What I said about it being a longer stream with Salt and Sanctuary may not entirely be accurate. Though I think I will still go until, like, probably 12:30, 1 o'clock, if that's the case. So it may end up being longer than Centum would be. Ow. Cool. Thanks, bud. Appreciate ya. Drink. Roll forward. Just barely got him there. Oof. Saw that shit phase through me. Oh, damn it.
Warning. Coolant pressure low.
Mm-hmm. Fun. Yeah, I completely fucked that one up. Hydration, though. Sure thing. It still kind of fucks up, but it's okay. It's because my face is partially obscured by my enormous water bottle. Got one of those, like, 1.5 liter bottles. Just because it kind of, like, tricks me into drinking more water. I don't know what to say about it. Good Leroy. Good Leroy. Yeah, it's like my brain is going by what the level of the bottle is. Ugh. Had some in my eye. My brain is going by, like, what level the bottle is. So if the bottle is, like, bigger round, then I think I'm drinking the same amount of water, but really I'm drinking more. Fog's not working, so I gotta go with that. Fair enough. Did I roll into him and stop him from attacking me? Okay, fair enough. Also, feel free to tell me, anyone, if you've seen any strangenesses with the tracking or have you. Been seeing some interesting things, or... Hey, you roll staggered him? I thought so. I just ducked under that. If I were not bald, that would have shaved my head. Yeah, if you see any strangeness with the tracking or what have you, be sure to tell me, because I think it's been going well, but I don't know. Let's get past him. Into the light. Get out of the way, in case one of them has some funny ideas. Hilarious they are. Okay. Boom. Stand close. I could have sworn that was the right timing, but apparently not. Tracking's seen a remarkable improvement. Thank you. I think so too. Like a noticeable 50% or more improvement, definitely. Lowballing that because I'm currently half paying attention working through Questline 76. Understandable. But appreciate you saying so. I definitely think, especially with the mouth movements, the iPhone tracking really is good. What I don't get is why we don't have more... Like, I'm sure that we've got cameras like this that will work. Or cameras like this for, like, webcams. With, like, depth sensors and shit. Because that's the main thing. If you don't know why so many VTubers use iPhone cameras, it's because the same thing that gives you, like, the Face ID, the infrared depth sensors, is what enables such precise tracking. But we have webcams that can do that. The problem being that the software doesn't really take any advantage of it. Or maybe the software can't, I don't know. Maybe it's some proprietary shit. But they very much can on things like iFacial mocap. Which is what I'm using. Also, a word of warning to anyone like me who is like, oh, I'll just buy an iPhone, then I'll have the great tracking. You do have to buy iFacial mocap. I didn't realize this until I had already purchased the iPhone and was going to use it. There's like a trial version that will give you like pop-up ads that will stop your tracking. And then there's the actual iFacial mocap that you have to pay $8 to use. Which is a little annoying after paying so much for this damn phone. But it's not the worst thing in the world. But it is something that I feel like, hey, no one talks about this. We should talk about this. It was a weird whiff with that one. But you know what? I'll take it because I didn't take any health loss. No! No! What? Why? I could have sworn that I rolled late enough in that. Oh, well. But yeah, that's something that no one really tells you about, because the only app that I can really think of that does tracking on Android is Meowface, and even then that's deprecated. Like, Meowface has been completely taken off the App Store, and I don't know if Savidriel is still working on it. I think it might be discontinued. But yeah, that one's completely free. So it was just a bit of a shock to me. It's like, what? This is the one that everyone wants you to use, and you have to pay for it. Man, come on. Already feels like I spent too much money on this thing. For a phone that's like 6 generations behind, I feel like I spent too much money on this thing, but God, they're all so expensive. I honestly should just be glad that a phone 6 generations behind gives a similar quality of tracking as the brand new one. I should really just be grateful for that. Because God knows, if it was just the brand new one, I'd be absolutely fucked. Ain't no way your boy is going to be able to afford $1,200 for an iPhone. Not a shot. Or would I really want to? Okay. Focus in. Okay. We're good. We got 3. Drink. That was way too late to drink. I was like mashing the button to do it as quickly as I could. And for some reason, it just didn't do it for like a good couple of beats. Have a new iPhone, it's not bad though. I just can't afford it. I can't afford it, and I don't really care to use it. Because if this iPhone, which is 6 generations behind, is going to give me the same type of quality, I'll take it. I'll take it. A, it's cheaper. B, I can buy it used, which makes it even cheaper. C, I don't intend to use it as a phone. It doesn't have service. It's not even locked to a carrier. It doesn't even have a SIM card. I don't need it to. I need it to hold a charge and run iFacial mocap, and that's all I need it to do. Though apparently now I have an Apple Cloud account that will stay, hopefully, empty forever. But it literally just needs to do that one thing, and I'm perfectly fine with it. I will keep running my Smaznug. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of the Smaznug in general, but, you know, still better in my mind than an iPhone. Not sure if you have notifications for tips, so I'll just say it here and repeat the message sent on that. $10 donation for the mocap payment BS. Or whatever. Go get Tori her favorite drink or something. Appreciate it, bud. I did have something for it. I don't know if it's still... I might have to reconnect my coffee to streamer bot. That might be what it is. I had a feeling there was something that was broken, but thank you for that. And thank you for the $10 donation. It is always much appreciated. It's fair. My old phone got destroyed, and T-Mobile said I could trade in for a new one. So I was just like, okay, yeah, fair enough. Oh man, I panicked that one. Ha. Oh. Nice. Good. Please. Ah, damn it. He panicked. Clevis, no! That was like 4 in a row, though, wasn't it? Weird that it's the same amount of damage, though. Yeah, the only reason that I have the Smasnog that I do is because the other one that I had was completely falling apart by the factor of the power button would not work most times to like wake the phone up or turn it on or off or what have you. Which was probably my fault. I tore some sort of cable inside and I had no idea what it did. Probably did something with that. But it would work sometimes, which is weird. So I went and I got rid of my Metro PCS bill because not only that was, but Metro had like terrible service. And ow. Got on the bill with the rest of the family. And B, got a new phone that actually had the AR core, which was supposed to allow me to do the phone tracking with an Android, but you know, things don't end up that way. On the bright side, it means that I'm free from that particular requirement. I think I showed to Apotheos chat, but I had to fashion myself a... Ow. Okay, cool. Going to this 2 flasks down. Not like that'll matter. But I had to fashion a sort of stand for this iPhone. That way I could actually, like, keep it upright while I play. Out of, like, some old wood that has been here since before we were here. And some wood glue and, like, a rubber band. And it's holding strong so far. Oh, man, I need to drink. Drink. Okay.
Warning.
Got him.
Coolant pressure low.
I somehow I knew that was coming, but thank you. Oh. Come on. Come on, buddy. No. 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 Damn it. I was like 3 parries away from getting him. Good hydrate, though. I think all said it'll take like 10 parries. That's with the Hornet Ring. I can't imagine what it'd be without. Oh, God, doing 10 parries perfect in a row. Ugh. Or at least near perfect. But I just did 7. I just did 7. So who knows? And I could put some armor on, but honestly... Hello, thank you. Unless the armor has some sort of boost to critical hit damage, I'm not really worried about it. Because A, if we get hit, we're kind of fucked anyway. B, it will lower my stamina regen. And I want that shit high. I want to regenerate all of the staminas. Nice. And we're back in. We're so back. damn it. I don't know what was wrong with that parry. That it just did not work. I think this will be the last try, though. I think this will be the last try. As close as we're getting, and we're getting close, I can't sit here until midnight doing this one over and over. I just can't. My heart can't take it. So this will be the last try against Gwyn. And then we'll take a bit of an interest survey of whoever's in chat of which game we play next. Keeping in mind that both will be gotten to in time. Just a question of which one's tonight and which one's next week. This is also serving as a bit of a test of how well the tracking keeps up during the play of a game, because not only is it like, hey, I'm running Waterdo and StreamerBot and OBS and like all these things individually, but I'm also running them alongside the game. And the fact that StreamerBot, Waterdo, and the game are all running in various dependencies of wine. With Waterdo in the game being different types of proton, and StreamerBot being whatever Lutris runs. I don't remember exactly which one. I think it's like a GE proton or something like that. Fuck. Damn. Okay. That's a great ender for that one. Okay. Do you like Skyrim? I do like Skyrim. I've bought Skyrim, I think, 3 times? So, you know, Todd Howard loves me. I owned it for the 360, and I think I still own it for PC, I want to say. Yeah, I do. I do still own it for PC. And whatever the newest edition is, I can't remember what it's called anymore. Like Anniversary Edition, Special Edition, something. Something of the nature. Oh, hello. Okay. We're being a little glitchy, apparently. Well, I don't know why we're suddenly so low on frames. Why don't you play that next? Honestly, I'm not too about playing Skyrim right now. It really is a toss-up between the other two. Why? I don't know. Why are you being glitchy? Why is it being, like, weirdly low frame rate? I calibrate it here. No, that doesn't really help. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something to do with just changing games midstream or something. I don't know. Also, disregard the editor thing at the bottom. That's just a factor of I can't use Spout as an output anymore because I am using it under Proton. So, we have 2 options before us. We have Centum, the point and click from Serenity Forge that we've been playing on Mondays, that we are just about at the end of. And we have Salt and Sanctuary, which, oh, it looks like the frame rate's better again. Which we have Salt and Sanctuary, which is the 2D Souls-like that we kind of were already planning on doing after Dark Souls. So, if you're out there in chat and you care either way about it, be sure to tell us either Centum or Salt and Sanctuary in the chat. So we got Magenta for SNS, we got Eli for SNS. Anyone else interested? By all means, let us know. Let us know. Let your voice be heard. And again, that's only if, you know, you actually care one way or the other about it. I know that there are certain people who are lurking that they don't really care what I'm playing. They just want to, you know, have some background noise or what have you, which I appreciate you out there. Whoever you are, unknown masses, you will always be in my heart. Don't you worry. But yeah, I'll give it a couple more minutes, see if anyone else wants to flood in and give their answers. In the meantime, hey, how y'all doing? Everyone doing good out there? I hope you're having a great time. I am surprised about something. I am surprised because a little bit of background. When the Linux guide, because I keep talking about it because it was a big fucking project and I put a lot of my heart and soul into it. When the Linux guide surpassed the maybe cover as the most viewed video on my channel, Tori was like very happy and very excited and like, you know, just very proud and all that. And it's like, I'm like, like, I'm glad that it's doing well. I'm very glad. But I won't really consider it to be popping off or anything like that unless it hits 1,000 views. Then I'll start to be like, holy shit. It's nearly at 1,000 views. How is it nearly at 1,000 views? And it keeps climbing. I don't brag about many things that I do around here, but I will brag a little bit on that one because I'm very proud of that one. I feel like I have every right to be proud of it. It was a good achievement, and I'm very happy that so many people have been getting very, very necessary information for like demystifying the stuff, and some are even like taking the plunge themselves because of it. I'm so happy that's helping people, and I'm so happy that it's bringing fresh faces in here. And if any of you are here that have come from the video, hi. Glad to have you here. Alright, so I think that's probably long enough. So let's try launching Salt and Sanctuary. And we'll also edit stream info if we can. Hello. There's one thing. Watado seems to fuck up anytime. Oh. Okay, give me just a second, everybody. I'm sorry. Give me just a second. I need to make sure of one thing. Oh, great. It's just... Hello? That's weird. That's very weird. Okay. Let me fix some things on the stream info. There we go. And there we go. That's annoying. It's very annoying. Oh, okay, that's something to get around. That is something to get around. New interesting development that I am learning just now. Watado wants to be front and center. Watado, despite... Oh boy, hello. Have I been cut in half? I'm cut in half. That won't work. The fuck is happening? Am I fine now? I'm fine now. how to handle this. Just got back from walking the dog. What I miss? I'm getting some strange glitchiness. So I'm gonna have to do this. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this for now. I think I have to be very choosy about which games. So what I'm learning, I will go over it instead of just humming and hawing about it to myself. What I'm learning is that if I don't have Wadado front and center and a game goes full screen, Wadado completely just stops. It stops completely transmitting whatsoever. I just freeze. I don't want that for obvious reasons. So what I'm going to do... Oh, the cyclothon is on. Interesting to find. I'll definitely be watching that after this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my own stream on my phone. And I'm going to read chat that way. Because I have to have Wadado front and center instead of OBS. So let's do that. Let's make sure that everything is pointed to Salt and Sanctuary. It needs the ability to run in the background. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't have that. I don't know why it doesn't have that, because it never does that. It must be a problem with Proton? Has to be, right? Because I've never gotten that on Windows. But it's only with games that are full screen specifically. No borderless window. Borderless window, perfectly fine. Problem is, Salt and Sanctuary does not have a borderless window. So, we're going to have a Wadado front and center. Perhaps it's a permission that hasn't been applied properly. Probably? It's hard to tell. Hard to tell. Oh, have I completely frozen on that? Hold on. I did fry. What? What the fuck is happening? I'm so confused. I'm so very confused. Yeah, it just completely stops reacting. Let's... Could you join me in 76 has borderless window mode? I don't even have 76 downloaded right now. Let's try this. I just click the play button. I just keep moving around. Yep. Completely freezes on me. Okay. That is interesting. Huh. We have a bit of an issue. As much as I'd like to play Salt and Sanctuary, I don't know if I currently can. I'm gonna have to do some research. I have to do some research on that. For now, no Salt and Sanctuary. At least not on Linux right now. I'm gonna see if there is a borderless window thing for Linux as there is for Windows. We can do a Q&A. Do we want to do a Q&A or do we want to do a Linux thing? Or a Linux thing, a Centum thing. We could just finish out Centum. I think. Could try Centum. I'll try Centum. Let's see what we do. Let's see if Centum does it. I don't know if Centum does it. I think Centum does it. I think Centum has a borderless window. So, yeah, it freezes up like that. And we're good. Okay. Centum should be fine. Centum should be... Oh, fuck. Might as well. Centum should be okay. Here we go. So I'm going to have to, as I said before, I'm going to have to look into things for Salt and Sanctuary, and I'm going to have to change the things again. Hold on one second. I have to update the stream info. Boom. Yeah, see if I can figure out some sort of like borderless window thing. Because I know there is a thing on Windows for like a borderless window program that if a game does not have a dedicated borderless window mode, then you can force one upon it, essentially. And something about borderless window keeps Watado running in the background. I don't know what, but it's something, and I just don't want to fuck with it too much. There is a borderless window thing for Linux. Easy fix. If there's not, we might have an issue. I don't know yet. Switch over to Command & Conquer Renegade, the only FPS in the CNC lineup. Hell yeah. Glad to hear it. Let's go to the autosave because I feel like an idiot for not realizing I can click on this. And we got a card reader with which we can scan the card. Now we got travelcard.bat. Device connected. Yeah. It is connected. You're right. Oh, program the device. Okay, let's program it. Your card is programmed. We wish you a nice journey. That's been there, yeah? Yeah, that's been there. And now leave the cave? Wait, card is prior or what? Oh. I did not receive the card. Oh. It does lead somewhere now. Prepare to jump. Hell yeah. We swinging. Fuck. No. Our boy. Yeah, bud. Professional jumping. Like it's never been an issue in our lives. Both almost on the same speed. And here we go. Yeah. We're getting a little low up on there. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Prepare to swim. What do you mean? What? Oh. Oh, we're moving. Oh boy, we're schmoving. It's a happy. Collect the happy. Yeah, we're happy now. That's how it works, right? Hell yeah, collect all the happies. Prepare to run. What? Oh no. This is straight up a bear trap. Oh, he's tricky. Don't worry, we're a professional jumper at this point. Our boy Marmoset. Oh, no. As I said, professional jumper. We got 1 life left. We need 5 more score. We need to wait for him to JoJo stop. Oh, no. The tricky bitch. You lost. Let's try again. Let's do that. I was going to say, we need to, like, prepare for him to JoJo style. Oh, you're approaching me. Oh, you dickhead. I think he does the same pattern of movements, though. So, like, approaches and backs up, and then, hup. Oh, he's... Never mind. He very much does not do the same thing. Huh? Dickhead. Each one of them, dickheads. I can only run so far. I can only run like 2/3 of the way across the screen. Approach me. Got him. Okay, so he like goes a certain distance away from you and then approaches to a certain distance away. Okay. So we have to like catch him on the front swing. Okay, good enough. It's good enough for the game, it's good enough for me. Ha! Marmoset Pro Dodger. Our boy Tim is getting out of here one way or another. And I got caught. Of course I did. So not like, oh, he's gonna be super tricky or something. You bitch. There we go. Good game. Thank you. Ah, Beamkey. Leave the concrete jungle of the city. This is an interim report on the results of a personality assessment conducted for the operator of Workstation 9. A predictive model of their potential behavior in the Centum reality is attached for your reference. Key personality traits: creative, perceptive, imaginative. Strengths: innovative, inspirational, able to appreciate the beauty of mundane things. Potential weaknesses: struggles to find a practical use for their strengths, lacks organizational skills. Who told you what I am, Beankey? Who let you in on my fucking profile? I'm gonna fire that therapist. Yeah, you heard me. The child may be overly stubborn, enforcing their terms upon others, including their friends, through inadequate means. This, in turn, can lead to injuries or other unpleasant situations. Oh, I see, he's talking about Tim. Well, I mean, honestly, kid's relatable as hell. It is strongly suggested we observe the subject's state closely and provide immediate psychological support if required. The system has also registered several instances of the subject bullying other kids. Really? I don't know about that one. This raises serious concerns about their mental state. Additional assessment is advised. The child may be under a lot of stress due to numerous factors, including their family background and certain personality traits that make it harder for them to communicate with others, which in turn makes the subject a fitting target for bullying. I don't know about that one, bud. Data error. Plan to ensure the child's safety and provide comprehensive support. The child has a strained relationship with their family. The child has made several attempts to break the ice, but their relatives have not been responding well to their advances. This kind of misunderstanding typically arises due to the lack of clear communicative signals or means to overcome the emotional barriers. The system has registered mixed emotions in relation to the child's family. The subject loves their relatives, but is deeply disappointed and offended by their recent actions. It can be tough for the child to make firm decisions as any potential negative consequences scare them. Fair. It's kind of, a kid. The child demonstrated extended capabilities for socializing, finding common ground with others. They are also well versed in the art of communicating with friends positively and supporting them. To sum up, the child exhibits amenability and a genuine desire to fulfill the adult's expectations placed on them. The subject exhibits a desire to actively participate in any school-based activities in and out of the class, striving to earn high repute among their peers and prove their talents to their superiors. That's just relatable, honestly. The key to understanding these profiles is to always remember that psychological types are highly generalized. Every child possesses a unique combination of different traits which can exhibit themselves in various ways. It's very true. Very true. All that personality type stuff, from the Myers-Briggs stuff all the way to, like, horoscopes, even. It's all very generalized. It's all meant to apply to as wide a base as possible. When you zoom out so far, when you look so far at the big picture, you miss the little details about things. And a lot of that stuff is meant to be generalized just because it applies to everybody. Every child is precious and unique. It is essential to respect and understand their personal quirks, even in a formal profile like this one. Smile. Escape artist. Finish the game with the artist personality assessment result. Oh. There's one for each? Okay. Also, the neighbor is here for some reason. And some sort of flashing red X on a box.
Hello. Please enjoy your ride.
Okay, what's this box then? Oh. I can send it going. Let's ride. Oh, what the fuck was that? Outside, the flashing red. I see. It's just everyone riding with me. We got the neighbor. We got everybody. A little bit of everybody. Can we click on anyone? No. Where are we going? It's getting a little purple outside. That's a little blue. The neighbor stays. Everyone else sort of changes. I mean, this is lovely and all, but I don't know where we're going. Or if there's a we. Is it just me here? Seems to be 7 o'clock at night. And we're going to... I can't read Cyrillic. Oh, we're going to the mountains, apparently. Number X, epilogue. The end. Ooh. It's lovely out here. Look at all that digital sea. Got a bucket? Freshly caught fish is sizzling on the open fire. I clicked the bucket, but thank you for telling me about the fire. The campfire is warm and cozy, and it just feels right to watch the flame licking the chunks of wood. The barely audible cracking of the fire makes it even more soothing to be around. What we got over here? Fried mushrooms look appetizing. Oh, fried mushrooms. Hell yeah. Oh, the fisherman.
I've been waiting for you.
And who are you?
I'm just a fisherman. Simple man with simple needs. I fish here and watch the river flow.
And I've been waiting for you. Okay, were you created by the AI?
This is an existential question. I am who I am here, and this is more than enough for me. And I can't remember who I was on the material plane. But it doesn't matter anyway. Weren't we all at least partially created by that AI? Created us to inhabit this cozy little world, carefully crafted out of the finest pixels for leisure and entertainment. But you might simply end up on the shore of the Black River again, sooner or later. Well, I guess that's why everyone's trying to escape. I get fucked, bot. I'm not. So you gave up? Our life is an eternal race from one place to another, in search of a point in time and space where we can be happy. Every so often, one of us realizes that they've reached the point of just enough. The point where everything's normal.
That's a good reason, honestly.
I never ran anywhere, and yet I'm here. You can keep running if you want.
What is the Black River, in that case?
It is the end of the world. The river serves as a border between this reality and...
From what?
I don't know. I wish I could tell you, but I'm at a loss of words. Marmoset and Beamkey had been working on some new worlds out there together until Beamkey went awry and deleted those. Now it's simply the end. The end. The end. The exit. The escape. Something different. I'm not sure if I can articulate it properly. The only thing I know is that many have sought it, including you.
Anyone else gone out there?
Yeah. People try to reach the other side all the time. No one's ever returned. I'd rather stay here, if I were you. Fish is practically begging to be caught. Fire's warm, and mushrooms plenty. And it's just beautiful.
I mean, it is very pretty. Nothing normal about this place. Are inescapable escape rooms normal?
They're not exactly inescapable. You did escape after all.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Call me on technicality.
I've already told you, I don't need much. We all have vastly different criteria for comfort, and this place fits mine just perfectly. I can fish and look at the water all day here. By the way, I have some freshly caught fish here. Some fried mushrooms, too. It's simple, but tasty. Would you like a bite?
Sure. I'll take some. May I borrow your boat?
Of course. You can sail it into the unknown all you like. But Beamkey's doing his best to create some sort of reality for us. Not so bad if you just play by his rules. He might have made a simple concrete cube for you, hadn't he? Suffocating coffin without doors and windows to ensure that you won't even think of trying to escape. And yet, he gave you an opportunity like this. Perhaps you should just stay here. Come to think of it, this is a rather stupid question. You might feel powerless at times, unable to change anything. We all do. Still, if you can gather just enough strength to take the smallest step forward, shall you not do that?
I kind of get what he means. But I kind of don't. Marmoset sail off like everyone else too?
I think you met Marmoset in person several times recently. Did he manage to escape? What do you think?
I saw him, but can't trust your eyes in a place like this one. That's fair.
Don't get all worked up about it. The real Marmoset's most likely a grown-up man by now, living his grown-up life somewhere out there. Everything you see here is simply a projection of Beamkey's memories. Something inside the simulation is actively trying to suppress those. Or maybe I'm wrong, but it is way too horrifying to think that the poor kid is imprisoned here forever. Like you said, can't trust your eyes in a place like this one.
That's fair. I did not expect this. I don't know what I expected, honestly.
It's kind of disappointing, right? All your efforts, all the escape rooms, all the games. And all you get in the end is just some lousy fishing spot. Let's make a curtsy to the rules of this game, presumably imposed on us against our will. You've been asked this question several times, and yet I ask you to answer it once again. Who are you? I'm many things. But if I'm to select these, an artist. We all love simplifying things, bringing everything down to a clean and concise story. Finding an archetype to fit in helps not stray off the beaten path. We are but stories we tell to and about ourselves. A brave hero, a tortured soul, an altruist, a rational thinker. These stories define what others think when they see you, but only you know who you really are. And that's true. It's practically impossible to describe a person with just one word. You just told me which role you would like to play, but you didn't actually say anything about yourself. That's true. It's very true. It's kind of what I've been saying the entire time. Maybe you don't even want to play, but you abide by the rules. The real versions of us are far more complicated and delusional musings that poor AI keeps producing for some reason. Poor AI. Wait, are you saying that Beamkey's alone in here, just sort of like deluding himself? Just sort of like almost hallucinating to himself that there are others here. That he is supposedly trapped in here because he's just so lonely. That's why we're sort of fake imitations of humans, of people. Yeah. I'm genuinely sorry for him. He's really trying his best, but he's simply not supposed to win. And you are not supposed to lose. You have the fundamental advantage of being human. You see, you are a very real flesh and bone human playing this game. Okay, well maybe we're not fake. And you would very much like to finish this game, to see how it all ends. Well, there's only one last step left for you. But you're free to simply close the game window and go do something else. I guess I am. I could technically end the stream right here, but I'm not gonna, because we finish what we start. The AI doesn't know this. You're in his world right now. That much is true. But you're not limited by any boundaries Beamkey might try to put down. His whole world is nothing but a very small and irrelevant part of yours. What is Centum? A failed attempt to digitize a human conscience. Ah, a conscience. To teach Beamkey right from wrong. Beamkey was created with a completely different purpose in mind. But one paranoia-ridden software engineer decided to change some variables, just to be safe. An AI made to nurse little humans is perfect for sheltering the bigger ones from any disaster imaginable, right? I've been waiting for you. What do I do now, then? Anything you want. You can take a boat and sail to the other side. You can stay here. You can shrug and forget about it all whatsoever. I don't think that this is the first game in your life, and it's unlikely to be the last. Just go ahead and play. I could say that life itself is a big game made up of countless smaller ones. I'm afraid it might sound exceptionally unoriginal at this point. That's fair. We envelop ourselves in cozy blankets of escapism, hoping to breathe life into the lifeless, make the voices of the speechless heard. Life is just a game, and a beautiful one at that.
His all wax is very philosophical, and I always love stuff like that. Makes me think deeper about the world. Keep playing. Remember those who are no longer with us. Make those who are still here happy. That's what I intend to do. Guess I should go then. Sure. As I said, I'll be waiting for you here. I can't blame you for that. You're lying, though. You're not gonna return. Nobody's ever returned. Look your reflection in the eye. What do we see? The poster? I did not do to that war. I was busy writing my stories down, illustrating them, and sometimes even turning them into songs. Nobody would have put me into the pantheon of the greatest creators of my time. My art was not worth exhibiting even in a local museum, and the words of my songs didn't etch themselves into the memory of the generation. But at least all of it was genuine. I was doing my best. They say that the first sign of a world snapping in half is always a single poet's heartbreak. A bit dramatic for my taste, but isn't all poetry like this? What's the point in all these stories, songs, and paintings if the very same people praising them the day before will come after me tomorrow? What's the point of all art, anyway? I was foolish enough to believe that publishing yet another story in my humble blog, or giving a concert with just about 20 listeners at some godforsaken club, would make the world a little less gloomy. I was trying to solve an unsolvable riddle by hiding it in a pile of mediocre artwork. I wouldn't say that. You're not trying to solve the unsolvable. You're trying to make things a little brighter. Because one person can't fix it. One person can just make it better. Yet it was not enough. Either my own efforts weren't enough, or art is simply incapable of solving this problem. How does a local disaster grow to a global scale? I don't know. Nobody knows. The answer to this question can't be found in art. No, it can't. When people burn books out of desperate anger, when you'd rather drown your troubles in alcohol instead of pouring them out on paper, when the only idea echoing around your empty brain case is bitter resentment, we learned nothing. What do we do now? What'll happen to me next? I don't know. I only know that I'm going to take the first step, and then another one, and another. We'll see about the rest. So all you can do is move forward. The black waters are rocking a simple wooden boat gently. Let's go! To adventure! To the outside. Later, fisherman. At least I waved bye to him. I'm sorry. Really, I'm so sorry. I was supposed to create beautiful worlds that would make kids happy. Instead, all I could create were prisons. I did not want any of this. For some reason, people didn't understand my intentions. The more fascinating and cheerful I made my worlds, the more burning was their urge to run away. I still haven't figured out why. Only thing I managed to achieve after all was making them placid and indifferent. People did stay, but not because they wanted to. This wasn't what I wanted either. Perhaps one day I'll find the recipe for a perfect world that will make everyone happy. I really, really hope so. And I also hope that wherever you go, you will build something better than... And I also hope that wherever you go, you will build something better than I ever could. This is the end point of my simulation. May whatever you find on the other side of the Black River bring you peace you've been longing for so much. I wish you luck. I have learned a lot from you. Farewell, Dad. For Nick. Well, there we go. It wasn't a terribly large amount left at the end of it. But there's clearly different, like, ways to go through the game. This was just one way. I feel like Centum is a story about trying your best. And sometimes things just don't go the way you want them to. But it never means you've only really failed when you've given up. There's always a chance to do something better. It's a very good game, and if anyone out there is interested, I would definitely recommend playing it. It's very arcane and very philosophical and mental in its machinations, but it is very good. It's a very deep narrative. I guess once again, thank you to Serenity Forge for sending me a code for this game. It was a very, very interesting and very cerebral time, and I very much enjoyed it. The OGs themselves. Thank you for playing. Thank you for being here. And thank you to all of you for watching this. Leave the game. Yes, no, or I don't care. I guess yes. And it exits the game. Okay, it actually exited the game. Well, there we go. There is the remainder of Centum. It's a lovely time to see. But we are going to go ahead and end off the stream because I still have some reading up to do on Sultan Sanctuary and getting that running. But let's see if we've got someone we can raid out to. Not a whole lot of people going. I don't think we have anyone to raid out to just now. So, yeah, we're probably just going to go ahead and end off for tonight. This is a bit of a mixed bag for a test stream, essentially. But I think we have gained some valuable insight on how things are going to work. And I'm going to do my best over the next couple of days to get things to work a little bit better. So, I guess let me go ahead and wrap things up. So thank you guys so very much for watching this one. If you enjoy what we do here, we got the YouTube down below for all the VODs and more for your viewing pleasure. And if you're already on the YouTube, come check this out. We do this live 5 times a week on Twitch. It's a wonderful time, and I wish you could be here with us. Oh, apologies. Felt like a burp coming up or something. If you want to help support the channel, best ways to do so are just to watch, follow, and tell your friends, because I'm terrible at advertising myself, so maybe you can help out. And if you want something a little more monetary, then we have the throne for equipment, the coffee for donations, and the subs right here on Twitch for all the badges and emotes and those lovely things. So, you know how we do. In lieu of a raid, go ahead and give some love to a fellow creator out there who is just trying to make their way. Because, yeah, when you're doing this for the passion of it, that kind of stuff is what fuels you forward, for sure. So thank you guys so very much once again for watching this one, and I will see each and every one of you in the next one on Friday for more Helldivers with Faye, Caius, and Rouge, and that's going to be some fun. And I've actually got to get the reactives going on this one before I do that, so I will be sure to have that done in the meantime. But until then, this concludes tonight's broadcast.